The overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands, followed by the Death card. Could be dealing with a Scorpio here. The Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Well, you put an end to some sort of conflict, or some sort of competition has decided to child, first of all, you got somebody worried, sleepless nights, they can't think. Look, I just heard goddamn R. Kelly. Can't believe, babe. How does she go? I can't think, babe. I can't eat. I can't live without you in my life. Don't wanna go on, baby. And this is my song, baby. Anyway. So yeah, somebody can't eat, can't sleep, can't drink, can't think, can't. Yeah. They didn't expect for you to put an end to the conflict. Whatever this conflict is. Like I said, I'm picking up like some sort of competition. Like, you know, people were probably competing with you, and you weren't paying no attention. You was in your own little world. Well, it looked like people did not expect you to become the next card, the Star. And so whatever you're doing, this has to do with endeavors, goals, and things as well. You got people worried. You got people I just heard defeat. They felt like I just heard a step above you. Well, now they're realizing that there is no competition. That's what it is. They're realizing that there is no competition. And I'm thinking about a song by Mary J. Blige. The instrumental is a sample of an older song. And I want to say it's Slick Rick. He was like, there is no competition. And the song by Mary J. Blige is called, I believe, No One Else. So y'all can check that out. No one else can do me like you. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so we're going to pull from the bottom of the deck. I mean, the top of the deck. To see, you know, if we can get some details on what the fuck is going on. Alright, so Two of Cups. The Devil. Two of Pentacles. Lord. Ace of Cups. So this is a past person that you was dealing with. Perhaps. They were in a relationship. I feel like you found that out. They were toxic. I feel like they're tied to some sort of toxic dynamic. They tried to juggle you in the past. They're in love with you. The Hanged Man. So just when you thought that you probably won't go hear from this person ever again, because you might have blocked this person. Well, with the Hangman coming out, that just tells me you might hear from this person again. It's not up yet totally. You have closed out the cycle. You have closed the door. They want to try to motherfucking push up into your door. They're intruding, invading, probably stalking. Child, let me keep going. Yeah, see, I said probably stalking. Probably stalking. And the next motherfucking card is the Page of Swords. Somebody's stalking. Somebody's looking into you. They're watching you. Child, got me looking around like they could be goddamn. Oh, child, I just heard on your front porch. Child, please stop. I just heard on your front porch. They could be riding up and down the block. Child, let me. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're not playing with this person. You done cut the person off. Four of Cups. Followed by the High Priestess. And the Three of Cups. So you know they want to come rushing in, trying to reunite with you because you're ignoring them. They know that you, yeah, you ain't finna get them the time of day. So I just heard a grand entrance. They want to make a grand entrance or reintroduction. I just heard they want to pop up on you. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. Eight of Swords. I think they stuck, tied, and bound into a situation with feminine energy, a fire energy. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They get excited about you. It's due to your beauty. When this person sees you, they can hardly contain themselves. I feel like they feel like that as well about whomever they're with. Probably one of the main reasons why they ended up with this person because of superficial shit. How the person look on the outside. The Tower, child. The Knight of Swords. Here we go. Two of Swords. This person is delusional. They're coming in with some reckless ass energy out of the blue. I feel like in the past they came through with some sort of spiteful energy, which has caused you to rethink the whole thing and rethink the whole dynamic and just close the whole shit out, right? But in your mind, it's like you pretty much saw enough about this person at the tail end of things to make you feel like this is not the person for you. So you can't see how anything else could transpire with y'all. It's like, you know, this person is not ready. You know they're tied or committed to another situation. You know they need some major healing. So even if they get out of that situation, they need time to heal. They need to be single and work on themselves. Same thing you doing. I feel like you've been healing for a while. But again, like I said at the beginning of this reading, you're in your own little world. Like, you're oblivious to the bull. You don't know what the fuck other motherfuckers got going on. You really don't care. You know, you wish people the best. You forgive people. They ain't even got to apologize like, oh, well, you know, this ain't it. They did me wrong. But you know what? I forgive them and I wish them the best. And I'm moving the fuck on. I don't want to have shit else to do with them. They can, you know, they can be great or not over there. Way over there. Away from you. That what you was like, you can be great over there. You can be horrible over there. Just don't fucking come fucking with me. The Empress. They couldn't see how they could be with you either because I feel like they were dealing with a mother figure, possibly the mother of their child or children if they have any. Hell, some of y'all might have found out that a motherfucker had a child. You know what I'm saying? On the way or whatever have you. Everybody's situation is different. You got to get it in where you can fit it in, but don't force it. Take what resonates. Take what resonates and leave the rest to insight, because you never know what the fuck could happen in the future. Knight of Pentacles. That's what took them so long to commit to you. They were already committed. The Sun, it was revealed to you. Could be dealing with a Leo. Ace of Swords. That's some truth and clarity that you gained. The Hierophant. That they were committed. Possibly married, child. Judgment. Or they made a judgment to go into a commitment to marry someone. The Moon. It was hidden to you. You didn't know the details. The Lovers. But you knew it was somebody else or something else. Some other dynamic that was causing them to not be available to you. Emotionally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Something else was going on, so you knew they weren't making a decision or choice in love when it came to you because of some sort of third party, outside interference, what have you. The World. The King of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, so you went through a cycle with this past person. You came out of that cycle. They might be going through a cycle with their like finances, stability. You also have someone here that you possibly could work with. It's a earth energy. Earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Knight of Cups, they want to come in with some loving, kind, and caring messages towards you, but you don't trust this person with the Seven of Swords. Whether if this is the new person, because I'm picking up on a newer person and I'm picking up on a past person, you don't trust neither one of them. Definitely not the past person. You know, they were sneaking, hiding, lying, getting away with some shit, deceptive. They were a fucking thief, a crook. In so many ways. Yeah. And the reason why they snuck around, they were sneaking around behind whomever's back, because they didn't have the strength to go through whatever they needed to go through. Allow the tower to fall or bring it down themselves. So that they can move forward up out of a situation. So that they can heal. So that they could do some soul searching. So that they could come back to you in an upright way. From what I can gather, this person wants to rush in, but they're not ready. They're still in the same predicament. They're still dealing with the same motherfucking people. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. They came out of nowhere. Excuse me. They're dealing with the same people. Same issues. I mean, they haven't changed. They haven't grown. I mean, I don't know, child. I don't know what people. I just think people just are. They don't want to lose you. They realize who the fuck you were and are. And I think I wanted to put emphasis on the word "were" because for some reason this crazy, delusional motherfucker thinks that you are the same person that you were when you were dealing with them. But you've gone in. You've done some soul searching. You have healed. You have been in isolation. You're not the same motherfucking person that you was last year, last month, last week. You're constantly growing and evolving. This person hadn't done nothing. And I think it has a lot to do with whom they're dealing with as well. Because like I said, it looked like a toxic dynamic, like a trauma bond. They're holding each other back, not realizing it and wondering why shit ain't moving forward. Lord, the Hermit. I can't. Yeah, this person has done some soul searching on their dynamic. With the Ten of Wands here, they realize that their dynamic is a burden and shit isn't moving. You know, so they've come to the conclusion. That's another reason why they want to come to you, because they realize that the person that they're with, they made the wrong choice. Okay, and they stayed into this situation for way past the expiration date. I'm getting they were already in the motherfucking situation before they met you. Like I said, they weren't being honest with you. But I feel like when you came into their lives, that was pretty much the Most High God saying, hey, you can get up out of here. You still got to do some work. But we've sent you a companion to assist you. So it won't be so hard. Well, that motherfucker can continue to ignore you and the connection. And now you're gone and you're not coming back. And now they're stuck with this person. And even if they break up with this person, you're gone. And even if you were there as a friend, you know, they no longer have that. They realize that they have realized that they have sabotaged the connection. So as they're moving forward, like you say, if they're trying to move forward up out of this situation, now it's way harder. It's way more challenging, especially without you. And they're panicking and they're up at having sleepless nights as well. That's that energy with the Nine of Swords that I saw at the beginning of this reading. This is also this person that I'm picking up on. The Fool. Yeah, they realized that they made some foolish decisions. Meanwhile, they want to start over with you. They want a clean slate. But you've already been on the Fool's journey. You've already walked away, moved forward. King of Cups. They want to come in, you know, King of Cups is in love, but, you know, they got a great deal of love to give. They just don't wear their hearts on their sleeves. They show their love through action and through emotions, but they put the emotions through their actions. Like with this past person, in other words, they didn't know how to show emotionally really how much they felt love for you. However, they were good in the bedroom. So, you know, they would put all of the love feelings that they had into the sexual encounters that y'all experienced together. 7 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this person is being blocked by the Most High and your cosmic family. Spirit guides, archangels, ancestors. Because you're in this 9 of Pentacles, single, self-sufficient, abundant, minding your damn business energy, independent type energy. And so, like I said, you in your own little world. And so this person is being blocked. They can't get next to you. They can't get near you. Only thing they can do is spy from a distance. Like I say, 9 of Wands. They're still holding on to some shit. They holding on to you. They still holding on to you. You to move the fuck on. You to move way on. They still holding on to you. But they're still holding on to whatever dynamic or whatever badass energies, you know, way past the expiration date. Like I said, they supposed to been let go. They ain't letting go. And they wonder why it's a burden. 3 of Wands. Somebody waiting for you. Child. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody could be waiting on some money they broke. If you are waiting on some some finances, it's coming. Like I said, I picked up on some energy in my last reading about a cycle of poverty you might have went through. most recently that you've come out of. And so things are going to start to gradually pick up for you. But you had to learn some lessons. You had to learn how to let go of certain things that no longer serve you and stop holding on to certain people, places, and things, because it was a stagnation to your growth, is what I just heard. So you realize what was holding you back and you cut it out. I feel like it was a lot of these people. You was dealing with people and they were just blocking your bliss. Blocking your bliss and your stability. 4 of Swords. Yeah, so you got 10 of Cups, 4 of Swords. You resting, chilling, healing. You're at peace, which brings way to joy, happiness, and bliss. So you're going into your bliss. 10 of Swords after all of that. Heartbreak, pain, deception. Excuse me. I wanted to say 2 words at a time. Hold on. Deception and destruction is what I heard. Betrayal. But the 10 of Swords is the worst that could happen. So we up out of that energy. That won't happen again. King of Wands. Fire energy, like I said, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Page of Pentacles. They want to come in with a friendly offer at the beginning of a friendship. Ace of Wands, but beware, because they're really focused on their wand. I think this person from your past thinks that if they come in friendly and they can get back into your good graces, they can give you their wand and they can put something on you type tough that will have you in check. But you way over that. You way past that. Hell, when you was dealing with this motherfucker, I feel like even if the sex was good, it still didn't have a strong hold on you to the point where you couldn't leave this motherfucker alone. Like, it didn't have you gone in the head and spazzing out and doing the most over no wand. Anyway, I see that you might be manifesting and bringing in new friendships as well. Queen of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. And let's see, 10 of Pentacles. All right, they was dealing with a feminine energy coming up here. Water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They're in love with this past person that you're dealing with. This is the person that they're with and that they've been with and working with, collaborating with the 3 of Pentacles. They've been with this person for a hot minute. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this person, in their mind, that was their end all be all. This masculine energy. Until they met you. It seemed like as soon as they met you, shit started to clear up for them. They started to see what was really going on with this other person. But with the 9 of Cups here, they were still happy, sufficed, but they settled. The 9 of Cups is cool. It can bring wish fulfillment, but it's not the 10 of Cups. You're missing that one. You're missing that ace. Time to let these motherfucking 9 cups go and start to love upon yourself and pour into your own cup and move forward. 2 of Wands. And that's as pertains to that past person. 2 of Wands. So they had a choice between you and another person. They, choice between 2 paths. Like I said, the Most High sent you in to get this person untangled and untied from what in ever in the fuck. Justice, but they didn't treat you so goddamn fairly. They didn't see you as the star and the earth angel that you are. Well, they see it now. Okay. The magician, yeah. All they did was gaslight you, manipulate you, lie to you, be very deceptive. They treated you as an option with the Seven of Cups. They had multiple options. Everybody was bogus though, except you. But they treated you as if you were just like the rest. They regret that. Five of Cups. Regrets, sadness, remorse, child, the Wheel of Fortune, because shit has changed. I feel like things have changed in this person's life and these people's lives so drastically ever since you came in, and now that you've left, it's like, even though they still in these situations, the hindsight of you is still is 2020. They could see what you truly meant to them. Not only to them, they realize what you mean to them now, but they could truly see what you meant. How I don't know the fucking word I'm thinking of. How fucking very you were a very vital piece of the karmic cycles that they were already going through in their lives when you came along. You know what I'm saying? They were supposed to have been clearing up their debt, their karmic debt. They were supposed to be clearing up their finances, their home, house stability, relationships with their family, children, friends, balancing things out with whomever they was with, and or whether if that meant, hey, realizing that that situation just wasn't for them and taking the proper steps to allow to communicate that to the person that they were with, to close out the cycle in the proper way. That's what they were supposed to be doing. But I feel like this person was under an illusion because of whom they were dealing with. I think whoever they were dealing with showed up to be stable, showed up to be promising. And like I said, not just the person that they were dealing with in a romantic dynamic, but also family and friends and things as well. They thought they had a solid friend group. They thought they had family members that they could trust and things of that nature. But they slowly realized that they needed to cut these people off. But they didn't do it. They might have cut a few people off. But they need to do a whole sweep. Is what I'm getting. Queen of Pentacles, exactly. That was followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they thought that their fortune lied with whomever they was with. They could be dealing with the earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Eight of Cups, whomever this person is that they're dealing with, like I said, the feminine energy loves them. But they're no longer in love with this person. They're in love with you. I don't think they ever were in love with the person. I think they love the person. Of course, they still care for the person, but they don't feel the same way about this person anymore. And now their feelings are for you. And they're realizing this, now that you're gone, that the feelings that they have for you is stronger than they've ever had for anyone. Which is why they know they was wrong for treating you as another option. Knight of Wands, yeah, they were flighty in and out, come rushing in all fast and willy-nilly with their wand and rushing out even faster. Three of Swords, child. Now they heartbroken. Six of Pentacles, because they're in a codependent type situation. They don't know how they can move on. But like I said, that's their fault. They ended up being with the person because of superficial, surface level reasons. For looks, for money, for status. Because it looked good on paper. You know, shit like that. It wasn't the heart. It was, they thought it was, but it turned out to be just lust and greed. 6 of Swords. The Emperor. You moved on toward calmer waters. I feel like you're calling in your true person. I just heard soulmate. Once you do that, 5 of Swords, this past person is gonna be devastated. That's like the final moment of defeat. Page of Cups. Because in the past, this person, you know, they had the sob story. I'm sorry, I couldn't do this, that, and the third, and excuses. And they might have even came out, you know, and finally told you enough of the truth that you probably already was sensing and gathering on your own. And, you know, the thing was always an excuse. And I just need some time, and I want to be with you, and we gonna always find our way back to each other. Because I feel like y'all would break up to make up on type shit. But y'all would never. I'm getting for a lot of y'all, y'all never even got a chance to be in an actual relationship. It was just a situationship. It was like a friends with benefit type deal. Is what I'm gathering. The Chariot. The 6 of Cups. Yeah, in the past, they would just come rushing in on the Chariot all triumphant, like unexpectedly catch you off guard. They can't do that no more. They done got themselves so far deep and stuck into a situation that they can't even pull up on you like they would normally do. But I feel like they trying to figure out a way and planning to pull up on you. Like I said, they could be watching you. It's kind of like one of those things that they have to sneak away from whomever to catch you. And that's not so easy to do. Because whomever they're with is keeping tabs on them. 8 of Pentacles, they could. In the past, they might have showed up at your job. They might know where you work at. They could be thinking about doing that type of thing again. 6 of Wands. Thinking that they're going to be victorious, right? They're already thinking they're going to be victorious, right? But when I tell you, because see, in the past, they thought they were victorious with you. They thought you would never leave them alone. They thought that you would never move on fully. They thought that you would, even if you got mad and moved on, that you would always circle back around. Because, again, you probably did in the past. Well, I'm here to tell you, they think whatever plan they're coming up with, they think they finna be victorious. It might work seemingly for a short period of time. They might get you in your feels. They might catch you off guard. They might put you in a position as to where you have to speak to them. But I don't see you going along with it. See? 8 of Wands. That's why I think this has yet to happen. It's about to. They're thinking they're going to be victorious with you because they're going to communicate with you. And when they communicate with you, you're going to respond back. And so they're going to feel like it's some hope there still. But King of Swords, they're going to walk off mad because no. Temperance. Yeah, they're going to come in trying to balance things out with you, temper things out with you. Sagittarius energy. And I don't know what the fuck you finna say or do, but that motherfucker gonna be mad as shit. Because they look like they're gonna go out of their way to do whatever. Right? 4 of Wands. House, home, family, stability. 5 of Pentacles. Whoever has some house, home, family, and stability, they might be getting put the fuck out of a house, home, or family. Or family. Ace of Pentacles. Meanwhile, you getting gifted by the Most High. the star. We getting back to the overall energy. Somebody wants to come in. This might be a new person. This might be the new person I was picking up on. I don't know. Or a newer person that you haven't met yet. They want to come in offering you an Ace of Pentacles. An Ace of Pentacles. They see you as the one. I feel like it's both for these people. I feel like it's a past person, a new person. It could be a brand new person. It's a bunch of people. It's a bunch of energies headed your way. And they're going to want to offer you an ace. If this is people from your past, they're definitely feeling left out in the cold. They're definitely seeing you as the star now. You always were, okay? It ain't your fault they didn't see it. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. Like I said, it could be a new person coming in to offer you a commitment or the beginning stages, something brand new, something tangible. This person from your past is not going to expect that as well. And we're getting back to the Nine of Swords, worried ass energy because it's over. Yeah, you're going to move the fuck on to someone else. And they're going to be worried to death. Hopefully they don't literally worry themselves to death with that damn Nine of Swords and Death card coming out back to back together. Five of Wands, they might want to try to cause some sort of conflict with you and your new boo. I don't know, child. I don't know. But yeah. This past person is really... They feel like they got a chance. They see you not coming back to them. They already devastated and worried about that. They didn't... They're shocked and appalled. That what? I really got to reach out and reach back to keep from losing the collective. I don't know. By the time they figure out how to get to you, it's going to be too late. You probably will be with someone else. They're going to try to cause a ruckus. They're going to try to cause some sort of issue between you and this new person, whomever you end up with. And then that's when I can actually see this person showing up on your front porch, stalking you, riding up and down your street, because they're not going to be able to let go of you. So just be aware. Tighten up your protection, spiritual and physical. Whatever you got to do to protect yourself. Because this person is about to spiral. And they might try to fight your new person. Like I said, a lot of y'all are single. Y'all ain't even trying to check for the new person yet. But I feel like it's inevitable. Someone is coming your way. And they look promising. Is all I can say right now for this reading. They look promising. Not saying this is your end all be all, but I do kind of see that type of, you know what I'm saying, energy, that life partner type of energy. I'm feeling that, and I saw traces of it in the reading. So yeah, this is what I got. Until next time, one love.